Today is May 18, 2021. My name is Charles Suter. Today I'm presenting part 7 of my chain series, The Power of Committed Intention. My main message, only a committed intention brings success. Everyone has dreams of a better life for themselves in the future. There's nothing wrong with having lofty aspirations, even if they're currently out of reach. As you know, life can never become bigger than your aspirations. Before your dreams can rise above the fantasy stage, however, you must get serious about your aspirations by setting goals and defining realistic plans for achieving them. Even then, the prerequisites for success require something more than just good intentions. To achieve success, you must be sufficiently motivated to gain the outcome you seek, and also confident that you can carry out your action plan so that you will actually receive the outcomes that you seek. The dream or intention gets you thinking, but it is commitment that gets you going and keeps you going. Proposition 1. Good intentions are not good enough without a commitment. Intentions without commitments are basically worthless. Intentions are like wishes. They don't come true unless you act on them. So first, decide what you want, and then decide you are willing to pay the price to get what you want. Good intentions to achieve a personal goal are made every day, but far fewer are ever achieved. The missing ingredient is commitment to those goals. Too often, good intentions fall short when the desired outcomes are nice to have, but not necessarily worth the effort required to earn them. Intentions are like New Year's resolutions. They are made, and after a few feeble attempts to keep them, they are quickly abandoned. You only get to the commitment stage when you have a realistic goal with a realistic plan, and you have convinced yourself that the gain is worth the pain. Once you have committed to do whatever it takes to provide all the inputs needed to create the desired outcome, only then are your intentions credible, because only then will you begin to carry out your plan and persist until the end. Proposition 2. Intentions get you started, but only commitment keeps you going. Information gets your attention and perhaps leads to intention. But unless you have motivation, which then sets your goals and desires on fire, will you actually start? There's another prerequisite. Belief in your ability to get what you intend is the final condition for success. Only when you have information, motivation, and belief do you have a committed intention. To successfully affect any change in your life, you must start with intention, which is simply the dream of a better future, initiated by information on how your life might be improved by the prospective change. However, to effect change, information is insufficient without the motivation to do the work needed to create the change. The prospective gain from the intended change must be sufficiently higher than the anticipated work or pain that must be invested to effect the change. Finally, even though the motivation is high to effect change, you must still believe that if you apply your best self, you'll be able to successfully complete all the inputs required to create the desired outcome. So the final formula for success to effect any change or reach any goal is information plus motivation plus belief. Proposition 3. Intentions are more powerful than expectations. Expectations are focused on the outcome, whereas intentions are focused on the inputs. Expectations without a commitment to the inputs is prone to failure. Success is based on completing your intention, which is a commitment to doing the work to provide all of the inputs. Some people have been taught to hold high expectations of success in achieving a goal, and somehow high expectations will boost their chances of getting the outcome they seek. Sometimes that approach works, but too often it doesn't. And worse, there are adverse side effects of high expectations. When expectations are unfulfilled, emotional distress is a consequence if the quest for a goal ends in failure. The difference between intentions and expectations is simply the focus of one's attention. A person with intention is focused on the work or the inputs required to produce a result, whereas a person with an expectation is focused solely on the desired outcome. The person with intentions is less emotionally affected by failure because they can declare success if they at least successfully complete all the prerequisite inputs leading to a goal. In other words, a person who did what is objectively necessary to achieve a goal, providing all the right inputs, has attained a form of success. My final message: intention plus commitment are the prerequisites to success. When you have an intention, it generally means you have some information about a worthy goal or change you want for yourself. Unfortunately, information by itself is usually insufficient to supply the requisite motivation to do all the hard work demanded by change. Information is a start, but it's only when you can visualize possible benefits of change relative to the cost and time and effort, and also have the confidence that you are capable of providing all the inputs required of the changes, that you will actually be committed to doing what needs to be done. So before you start on any quest towards a distant goal or change, make sure you have the prerequisite intention and commitment before you start, because only with a committed intention are you likely to succeed. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.